Alright gamers, welcome. This game we're going to be playing Aphelios Pike into Kog'Maw Lulu. Kog'Maw is not gonna be running barrier, just gonna be running ghost, so that might make early fights a bit easier for us since he's supposed to be trying to survive Pike. But generally, Aphelios versus Kog'Maw is not a great matchup for Aphelios. I hope the Pike should make the matchup a little bit easier though. It's a fairly strong early game support against the scaling support, so that might turn things in our favor. But definitely we're not going to try and walk up to hit Kog'Maw, because he's going to have fairly similar range. I'm going to do it there. He's going for a last hit. But generally, yeah, playing melee support versus range support matchup. We're trying to conserve HP and just wait for the engages. Okay, nice. Perfect CSing so far. You can try and match the push a little bit because I don't want to be getting just perma pushed under turret. I might start to miss CS eventually if they do that. But generally just having them on our side of the map is a good thing though. He's pretty alone there, so... Ooh. I'm gonna save my Q until after he flashes. And if he doesn't flash, well, he's just dead to ignite anyway, so... Ah, hit ups both. Oh well. That's good though. Well played, Pike. Yeah, Kog'Maw, a little bit disrespectful there to stick around when Lulu, I assume, was just warding. I'm not trying to tank these minions, I'm just trying to push, but they have a problem with that. Okay, still got flash. Oh crap, I missed. And I'm just dead now, unfortunately. I would just be able to flash away normally, but since there's a rumble in a flank position, that's just gonna have to be it. Alright, unfortunate timing for the gank to happen. Pretty much exactly as I would have wanted to back off. Exactly in time to make it hopeless. Yeah, my bad. What's the comp like? Yeah, fuck it, we'll go for Serrated Dirk. That or pickaxe. Okay, well on the bright side I'm gonna enter lane here with much more items than Kog'Maw, and it doesn't look like he's trying to convert this kill into a base to get items, he's just staying. He's also not sitting on full HP, so we just need Pike to rush into the lane here. And we'll start hopefully playing aggressive. I'll gear to green ASAP actually and just switch to blue so I can stop them from crashing, so I can match their wave clear. Or I'll push them entirely. Gonna Q this while I can. Nice. When it gets lower HP, they might be thinking, ooh, we should block this last hit for him, so that's why I want to get the green mark on it early. They're still not even trying to push. What the hell is this? I can just, make the wave reset, I suppose. If they're a bit too close to the turret for Pike to engage right now. Ideally, Pike should be with me, because now there's nothing stopping them from just tanking the wave like I did before. The freeze, but thankfully they didn't. And so now that leads to a full wave reset, and I just want to try and keep them in sight. Like, I want to know, is Kog'Maw recalling? Do I need to hard push, or are they actually staying in lane? Which they are. Terrible time to roam. I've just pointed out how much of a massive item advantage I have over Kog'Maw, how much of a massive HP advantage I have. Okay, they see Pike, they know that he is roaming. Gonna have to play safe. Still losing even more HP from the blue. Oh. Okay, let's root him. Managing to land a lot of blue flames on him there. Perfect. Well played. Gonna get harassed by that again, unfortunately. Okay, and that should be the wave crashed, so we should be good to base. There was a chance actually Lulu could freeze, but she's not doing that, so we're all good. I definitely don't want to try and help with the Drake, though. I think I just need to get my base off. And obviously, if you've seen my recent videos, ideally I'm not actually going to get Collector here. Not yet, at least. I want to base on BF Sword next. But if I can't do that, honestly, just basing on another pickaxe might be fine. Hadn't actually considered that before today, but... Ooh. Is he completely alone? No, he's got Lulu with him. Yeah, I would like to proc the PTA, but obviously no point if he's got a shield. I don't need white anyway. Whoa, what's happening there? What the... Well, nothing for me to do there. Didn't realize there was potentially still more action going on there. I don't want to trade. It's going to be a losing trade. Okay, well, once again, like, we have a big item lead, so their priority should be to base, and that's why I'm just walking forwards here to try and see if they're basing, so I can cancel it if they are. Pyke is just walking out of the lane again, though, unfortunately. I'm already level 6, by the way. This would be a huge fucking stomp if... Fuck, if Pyke was just with me. Yeah, like, so they did... The stupid thing is, they did this play before they even realized that Pyke was roaming, as far as I can tell, unless they had vision of him leaving. So this was such a dumb fight for them to take, but my support just didn't realize that. That's really sad. I'm just gonna settle for boots here and can't really pick up anything else super useful. Looks like this roam could have gone a lot better as well. But unfortunately, playing red-white against Kog'Maw, the downside is like he can kite you so heavily while also doing similar DPS. Probably should have just tried harder to like flash into melee range of him there actually to burn him instead of trying to avoid damage. And even then, like, once I finally kill him, he will just trade 1-for-1 with his passive, so it's not ideal. Ideally, I would have green to just burst him with abilities. Yeah, unfortunately, our lead is completely thrown there. That's 2 massive wasted opportunities from Pyke, where the enemy Bolton was executing terrible macro and went unpunished. Unlucky for me that instead, like, I was looking to see if they were gonna base or stay. Instead, they were just cheesing at a time where they shouldn't have been cheesing. Like, it's a bit unlucky for me, I think, where they made the wrong choice at the right time. I'm not sure there was much I could do to account for that. Besides, you know, I could, in theory, I could just play completely safe, just knowing that... What does it fucking matter if they're recalling or not, if Pyke is roaming anyway? But, yeah, definitely I would not have expected them to just be cheesing in a brush in a fight that they should expect to lose. Here we go. Just stick to killing Lulu for now then. Okay. Whoa. Actually, this Pyke is kind of melting my support. This Kog'Maw is kind of melting my support, I should say. Yeah, let's try and crush this, make him miss farm. If I'm lucky, I'm actually going to be able to base on my BF sword. Pyke is going to get that melee, so I'll just stick to the costers. Okay, big... Yeah, I'm actually gonna get it. Awesome. Let's try and get rid of this wave. Focusing mainly the cannon because all the rest of the minion wave will mostly just die to my blue Q anyway, so... Whoa, okay, I guess I'm just dead. We'll see though. Wait, I killed him? What? Wait, did the cannon kill him? What? Nah, surely there's no way. There's no way. What? I wasn't even aiming for a kill. I was just trying to do as much damage as I could before I died. Also, did Pyke just recall with his ult up, by the way, while I was clutching this fight? I think he did. What the hell? Zero faith in me. suppose Rumble was kind of zoning him off, so he was, even if he didn't start recalling, he was really far away anyway, but yeah, this is kind of sad. That was crazy. Yeah, I could see Kog'Maw's HP actually, he was dying to minions. I didn't realize he was left that low because he kind of went off screen after I comboed him. Okay, they know Pyke is mid actually, goddammit. I wanted to auto-attack with green so I could manage my cycle, but I'm just gonna have to use green Q instead because I don't actually want to push if I'm gonna be 1v2. Maybe we can do something to Lulu here though? Oh, she's going further deep. Okay, because she has teammates around. See if I can crash this. Okay, perfect. Using the red key to crash it as fast as we can. See if we can pull out a Kog'Maw here. Never mind. Okay, I missed out on some farm there at least. Whoa. Beautiful. Partially, we're probably going to Dado gank, but we'll see. Whoa, they're just going for Pyke. This could be good. No, the kill goes to Gragas auto attack. Oh well. Pretty solid though. Definitely should have been Gragas willing to concede that kill to me. But overall, I'm not gonna complain. That could have been a lot worse considering the circumstances. Okay, and my bolt path just worked out perfectly this game, by the way. Didn't get that early BF sword like I have in other games, but we still end up with a BF sword at some point anyway. Managed to get a really clean fight with these components where I'm stronger than I would have been with literally anything else I could do. Now we get to just upgrade it to Infinity Edge, and we get the best scaling item as our first item, but in a build order where it wasn't weak early because we just didn't build it early. Fantastic. Does lock us into going first collector second item since we went Serrated Dirk, but that should be fine against this comp. Just want to play some vision there. I want to see if they're going to start collapsing on me here while I try and take this turret. Is this a Teal fault for me? So I'm probably dead. Well, I guess it's not. Maybe I can do something about this Warwick though. Ooh. It's not looking great. Doesn't look like they're gonna angle to dive me though, so I should be able to just defend. Catch this wave. Didn't see how much damage that did. I was focused on the CS, but I hope it hurt, bitch. That was our ward. Oh, choosing me again. I'm gonna have to flash here, I think. Pyke is too far away to immediately follow up. Ooh. Fuck it, let's see what happens. If I get enough crits, she actually dies. Aha, I didn't get enough, I only got one. Oh well. It also matters the timing of the crit as well. She might have actually died if I happened to get my crit on the caliber mark, because there would have been more damage to amplify. We need to be really careful here. His W is gonna expire soon though. Then that could be a time to fight. Oh. But obviously his turret is down, so maybe it's just time to base. We can wait for the Berserkers. What is the comp looking like this game? Still fairly... well, just like the previous game that I played, it's fairly range focused, so probably want to stick to blue-green cycle for a while. Nah, I need to stay bot actually. Ideally Garen would have gone bot, but I was already headed bot, so I obviously can't blame him. But ideally I'd be mid, so I can just rotate to either the Herald or the Drake, depending on what objective teams I end up fighting for. Here I can only contest the Drake, which hasn't actually spawned yet. Damn, my decision cost me the cannon. Okay, we can shove out one more wave, and then I think we would just rotate mid. And ideally we stay mid at that point. Whoa. Okay, maybe we can't fully shove it out if the Rumble is going to try and stop us. So we can just crash, well, shove this wave again. And just settle for that. Ooh, yeah, make it kinked by TF. Yeah, I'm going to have to back off for now, actually. Okay, we see TF backing off. Okay, that's that wave gone. What do we do here? Do we just start this? The enemy jungler is, or enemy top laner is on the Herald. Oh, Garen knew the whole time, but wasn't bearing in vision. I hope TF isn't flanking. Oh, he's on the Drake. Whoops, I cancelled an auto there. I can just chase him down with this. Ooh, but he's also slowing me. Oh, man. Is he actually gonna escape? What are his boots? Tier 2 boots. Ah, he's dead. Okay. Some Kog'Maw players are psychopaths and would just go for me instead of the wave there. So they're annoying. Thankfully this one is more sensible. Definitely the guaranteed reward for him is to go for that wave, and it was quite a large amount of minions as well. There's a triple rose that's going to be spawning there. Is it up yet? Yes, it is. I might have my base cancelled here. It's not the end of the world if it does get cancelled, but if it doesn't, then nice. I just saved myself a lot of time not running all the way into that other brush. Alright, Veigar is actually seemingly already rotating towards bot lane, so this seems like a good time to start rotating towards mid. Keeping an eye on Pyke. If he starts charging Q, I immediately ping him back. I don't want him to Q the minions and start clearing that wave when this carry is on the way, as some supports would. As I'm sure we all know. Oh boy. Shouldn't have even buried. Yeah, we need to be focusing Kog'Maw really if we're gonna go on anybody there, actually. My bad. As much as I killed Lulu, it was just not a good play to follow up. We should have just left her. Like, when Pyke hooks her here and just ease away. Like, that, you know, it's a good poke on the Lulu, right? Like, even before I followed up, she already took some amount of damage. Pyke would have been fine. I would have been fine. I just should have left it at that. Yeah, I got melted insanely fast though. Maybe if I had white I could turn it, but I'm not even sure. I think he did just like melt me insanely fast. Like as soon as Lulu was dead, I think I was already 30% HP and then I was just absolutely doomed. Yeah, there was just no chance of winning that without focusing Kog'Maw, I think. Kog'Maw's mid game is ridiculous. That was a 1-item Kog'Maw against the 2-item Aphelios. As long as I can focus him, it's fine. But yeah, he pretty much does like similar to melee range white damage from 700 range away. Oop. Dude, I'm getting minion blocked into the Rumble-ot. Oh my god. Dude, if I died because of that, because this was clearly such an easy fight. He might die here, by the way. Yeah, he's dead, I think. Oh, maybe not. Nice try. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna use flash. He will eventually chase me down anyway with his W. Okay, that's a shame, but it cost Warwick. Oop. Cost him Warwick ult. I think Warwick flash as well. Just look at this shit. Wasn't actually mini bluff for too long, but it was enough because I already wanted to start placing my sentry. As soon as I assumed I would be out of it. My bad. I ended up taking so much damage from that. You know, I think I might actually just want to treat Kog'Maw like a melee champion. Because I have to, like, if I get it close into his range, like, say I'm going to use blue Q with Calibrum secondary to harass like I usually would. When I start backing off, he's going to kill me. So if I get into that range and for Kog'Maw, I just noticed we're on Atakon. I can try and shove out this wave first, though. Yeah, like if I get into that range, I need to fully commit for the kill pretty much every time, because otherwise he'll just kill me on the retreat. And so if I'm gonna fully commit, then I'd probably just rather want to red-blue. Does more DPS, which overall is gonna be needed to kill Kog'Maw through all of the Lulu protection. Need to be careful about farming here. My team are still not in the area, and TF could just ult me. Okay, we see TF now. Maybe I can farm now. I'll try collapsing. I like that red buff, but I'm just gonna soak up a wave first. It would be silly to sacrifice some of these CS just to pick up red buff a little bit faster. Potentially I may not even get a chance to pick it up, but whatever, like the farm is overall long term much more important. I'm just perma CC'd, man, fuck. That's sad. At least I did a lot of damage before I died. Whoa, oh my god, Veigar. Oh, damn, sad pike ult. Still, it's a stomp though. Nice. What do they do? Do they just overcommit for me then? The TF ult I thought was a bit far-fetched when I already had pike near me. Oh, he missed his hook though, and Gragas was also on the way, but yeah, I just got collapsed on so hard. Oh, and the gold card was also paired with a fucking rumble ult on top of me, of course. Yeah. But maybe, yeah, I think they did just commit too much onto me, like, which was fine, because my team wasn't actually in a position to follow up with an engage. But then they just kept going aggressive when they just needed to back off, because they no longer, like, they used TF ult, they used rumble ult, and even just minor stuff like Lulu polymorph and shit might have just been on cooldown at that point. They just still continued fighting anyway. Even Kog'Maw W might have been on cooldown. Oh my god, his damage. Ah, this sucks. Hopefully he still dies to Pike though. Nice, okay. Not too bad. I haven't got all of the kill gold from the Pike ult. That follow-up fight isn't great though. Yeah, my bad. I didn't expect the TF to just ult back in with a Lulu ult on him. I also didn't expect his damage though. I wasn't expecting to get so chunked there. He has 2 levels up on me, so he might actually be fed. It doesn't look that fed. Don't know, I would have expected him to not be 2 levels above me at this point, but I wasn't paying attention. Obviously, ADCs start off behind an XP, but you know, later on, you get a lot of time to catch up. And the XP that it takes for a single level also becomes much, much greater, so generally the gap tends to close. He is just the most overleveled person in this game, though. For whatever reason. Probably gonna want a gold card for him as well, by the way. Gold card, what the fuck? QSS for his gold card is what I'm trying to say. Oh, they're doing Baron? I can maybe stop this, I've got ult up. Definitely want to disregard the wave for now. Let's see what purple can do here. Oh, it's not gonna do much. CC'd some of them for what it's worth. And chunked them in the process. There's a TF on me, can we stop him? Thank you. I do feel like this TF is just tunnel vision done me really hard. Like every single one of these plays that he makes are risky, and 2 out of 3 of them worked out for him so far, but I think this one was a bit far-fetched for us. Like, yeah, maybe you're just trying a bit too hard generally to kill me. It's like, so long as it doesn't look 100% guaranteed to be a loss, he just goes for it. Oh. Shit, my bad, I didn't realize we were gonna keep on pushing. But yeah, it is smart actually, because they're mostly all dead. So we can actually just dead. Didn't realize how long their death timers are gonna be. Alright, cool. GG. Not the cleanest game from me, but yeah, I mean, I think that's just the nature of Kog'Maw Lulu in general. Just very punishing for making mistakes. Can't really get close unless you're 100% sure you're actually gonna win it. Yeah, GG.